Alright, so what's good YouTube man? It's your boy BioFX here and I'm back with another video. Now in today's video I would be more than happy to teach anyone about what happened in this trade today. Now I took a buy, right? However this trade lost. I lost maybe somewhere around $900, a little bit over $1,000. So as I said in my last videos, losing is a part of the game. None of us can escape losing. You're going to lose once you're in the game of day trading, bro. You're not going to win all your trades. So, I mean, I took, I think I took like, I don't know. I took four trades this week, right? I lose two and I won two. So, I'm basically two for two. So, I lost two trades, but I won two trades. However, I'm still profitable for the week because in the trades that I lost 1,000 in this one and I lost another 1,000. And the other one I took, I think I lost some. I think I lost a trade Monday, right? However, my winning trades, I was able to win back the amount that I lost plus some, right? So that's just really it. You're going to lose in trading. However, when you do lose, when you find yourself in a winning trade again, you better make sure that you hold the trade for as long as possible so you can cover the losses that you had and make some money on top of what you already lost. Because the game is to be profitable. It doesn't make sense you're going to lose 1,000 and then try to win 1,000. If I lost 1,000 in my last trade, best believe if I find myself in a winning trade, I'm going to hold that trade for as long as possible. Maybe until I win 3,000, 4,000, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to hold that trade for as long as possible. Now, as I mentioned, I've just been taking a whole bunch of demand trades this week. Right, so I took a trade with the USD dollar versus the Canadian dollar, which is USD. I think it's AUD USD. I don't remember how it goes. Right, but yeah, that was a loss. So here's the zone right here. Price aggressively. Shout out to my zone. So there was a lot of buyers in the market. Marked up my demand zone. My demand zone is basically these red candles here. As you can see, I marked it up. Price aggressively shot out of my demand zone. Let me put some text right there to make it a little bit clearer for you guys. Alright, so basically demand zone. Okay. So yeah, my demand zone right there. So price aggressively shot out of my zone. Break structures. These things right here, these highs. Let me show you what you guys I'm talking about. Because all these things are very important. I mean, I make so many videos, bro, going over my strategy. At this point, I feel like persons can literally just watch my videos and learn. But my strategy is really simple, bro. And honestly, I like it like that because I mean, I've tried so many strategies, bro. You have strategies that are, extremely, complicated and confusing. The thing about supply and demand, it is so simple, but yet it is so precise. And the thing also, you can trade supply and demand. Well, the strategy that I trade, you can trade it with indices, futures, gold. It doesn't really matter because supply and demand is universal. It works across any commodity. You get what I'm saying? So I traded in forex, I trade in indices, I used to trade gold and silver, but I didn't really like the way how gold moved, and plus, I just wanted to focus on a few pairs. So I just choose a few, which I was just always winning on. I looked over all my trades and I realized that okay, in comparison to the trades that I take with gold and silver, in comparison to the trades that I take with like GBP, USD, USD, JPY, um, AUD, USD, Nasdaq, I win more trades with those pairs. So I just stick to those pairs only. And from ever since I've been trading those. All right. But yeah, so and I mean the only thing I could possibly say about this trade is that it wasn't going with the daily time frame. Right. Wasn't going with the daily time frame, but as I said, you know, always is that as a scalper, bro, I can take trades going against the daily time frame. I don't practice to do it all the time, but I'm more experienced. I know what I'm doing. I can afford to lose, right? But yeah, this trade wasn't really going with a daily time frame because I took a buy. But if you look on the daily time frame, it's been dropping. I mean, that is clear as day, pretty much. Been dropping. Downtrends. These low right here was broken, so downtrend, right? But as a scalper, you can chance it sometime. I chanced it and I lost. It is what it is. I'm not going to have any regrets because I did take a trade since we going against daily time frame and I won. So it's literally like, okay, you're going to win, you're going to lose. And that's why I'm good at what I do. Because I simply accept the game for what it is. I don't try to complicate it. I don't try to overthink. Because that's really what's going to keep you in the game for as long as possible, bro. Literally. Like, once you become profitable, once you know how your strategy work, once you know that you're going to be profitable over time, once you reach that point and you see yourself like consistently making profit in the markets, bro, when you lose a little bit of trades, like it's going to be nothing to you because you know that eventually you're going to start winning again. So these losing trades are nothing. And really, most times, bro, there's no lessons to really learn or to lose in trade than just it is what it is. Literally, this trade was lost. I could have possibly taken it and it went. So I went in, didn't went on the breaker candle entry here. I went in a little bit aggressive today, right? Price barely even went in. What you call it? Price barely even went in my favor because the moment I got in the trade, the price started reversing. And a lot of times, what persons would do at that point, they would close and come onto the trade and call it a day. No, do not do that, bro. Once you place a trade, bro, accept the risk. If it lose, it lose. Don't try, oh, let me come out too early. Let me try to like escape this loss. No, bro, like, bro, you're trading. Losing is a part of the game. So I never come out of my trade too early. Sometimes, but most times I don't. I stick it out, right? Make my stop loss get hit, and that's it. You get what I'm saying, bro? I know next week we're gonna come back and play some trades. So today's Friday. This is the last trading day, as you guys may know. Yeah, markets close on Saturday and Sunday. Today's Friday. Lost $1,000. Lesson to be learned. You're gonna lose trades. But this was a decent trade. Only thing, as I mentioned, it wasn't going with the daily time frame, which is completely fine. But I'm still profitable for the week, so that's why really important. I'm up like $2,000. Took four trades, lost two, won two, but I'm still profitable. All right, so that's just really it, guys. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share. Someone did comment on my last video wanting me to make a video about risk management strategies and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a future video about that. For now, I'm just gonna keep dropping these trade breakdown. Yeah, so aggressive buying. My demand zone did have a gap. If you guys know, my demand zone always have a fair value gap. A lot of you guys know gaps as fair value, so I have to use that term, but I just call it gaps. I've been trading for years, bro. So I've been in the game for a very long time. You got a lot of guys who are young to the market, so they know it as fair value gap, but I know it as gaps. I know. All right, so my demand zone had a gap. Price came back to the zone, entered the trade. Price just didn't go in my favor. Hit stop loss, and that's it. I didn't try to get back in the trade. It's Friday. I'm already profitable, so I don't need to be, pretty much over trading, right? So, anyways, guys, that's really it for the video. As I said, leave a like, comment, and share if you learned something. Stay tuned for future videos, bro, because we're gonna be dropping a lot of bangers, bro. A whole bunch of banger. So stay tuned for those. That's it for the video again. Peace and love. I'm out.